Well, welcome back to the channel. Obviously we're out on trail again. I came out to Rocky Gap State Park today to do the Lakeside Loop. We have some travel restrictions as the snow falls on me here in Maryland, so I wanted to get up to Pennsylvania or we're into West Virginia today, but it's not going to be possible with the COVID travel restrictions. So I thought I'd come out and do two things today. One, I wanted to get a few miles in. This is one of my favorite trails out here, Rocky Gap. And the second thing is I'm going toboggan hunting. Yeah, you heard that right. Yesterday I was here with our lab mix, our rescue dog Abby, and my grandson. And we lost a toboggan out here, so we're hunting toboggan today. I don't know what that tastes like or how hard that is to skin, but I guess we'll find out. So we're gonna get around part of the loop today, probably about 4 miles. I'm not gonna do the whole loop. The very end of the loop isn't that entertaining, but we'll show you some of the sights and sounds out here. So we're coming around, I guess, what would be the northwest end of the lake. It's an area where there's a lot of blowdowns, trees down from storms in past years. But another reason I wanted to get out today is I really like hiking when there's snow on the ground. Not sure why. That tends to cut down on who else is out here, which is good. I enjoy that solitude. So if some of the trail today looks familiar, you use the Lakeside Loop here that we're on to access a couple other trails. The Settlers Trail and Shortcut Trail. I did a video on the Settlers Trail, so if you've seen that, you've probably recognized some of this footage. But we'll get out here, and when we pass the Shortcut Trail up to Settlers, it'll be all new ground from there. So not many people out today. I just ran across a lady and her grandson. Beautiful day to be out, though. All right, so here we are at the cutoff to the Shortcut Trail. Again, if you saw the video I did on the Settlers Trail, it's on up this hill, and that's the Shortcut Trail that leads to it. If you haven't seen that, check that out. It was a pretty day to be out here that day as well. So the lake that you see here in the background is called Lake Habeeb. It's named after a local businessman who sort of spearheaded the effort to create the state park here at Rocky Gap. It's a man-made lake. The Corps of Engineers built it, I think, in 1970, and it opened as a state park, I believe, 1974. So it's about 243 acre lake. So it's a nice size, not huge, but nice size. And it's also the home now of a casino over at the lodge, as well as a Jack Nicklaus signature golf course. Plenty of trails in the area, 2 beaches, and a good bit of camping area. So if you're looking to get away and you're in the Mid-Atlantic region, Rocky Gap's not a bad place to be. So I mentioned that I was out yesterday with my grandson and our retriever, and he lost his toboggan. So here's their cameo appearance. Okay, so back to the lost toboggan story. And this fits perfectly into a segment that my oldest daughter, Whitney, who will probably be watching this, Habeeb, would say, oh no, it's Mr. History. So the toboggan, how in the world did it get its name? Well, up north in the northern part of the country, in Canada, of course, they use the sleds that they called toboggan, or toboggans. And obviously it's cold weather there, so they would wear knit hats that they called toboggan hats. True story. So down south, where there's not as much snow, but where toboggans did exist, and they really sort of phased out over the years because of lack of snow, they dropped hats from the name, and they just became toboggans. Or today they call them everything from beanies to skull caps to, but I still call them toboggans. And there you have it. Well, Merry Christmas. Somebody was kind enough to decorate a tree here on trail for us. All right, we're coming into the campground area, or part of the campground area. Passed a guy on the trail a while back. We were both noticing the large paw prints and blood. Not quite sure what it is. We don't have wolves around here that I know of, but it's a pretty big paw print. Maybe a big coyote. I'll have to take a look at the print when I get back, see what it is, but I'm looking for the spot that the other hiker indicated may have been a kill. So we'll see if we can find that. Always exciting to find a wild kill in the woods. That's a joke. It looks like maybe a skunk or a possum headed right up that tree. Okay, so this is one of the camping sites there, pad. You can see some of the tables in the woods. It's a nice little camp area. Summertime, I see a lot of people using this, which is great to see. So I don't think I mentioned the water source here that was dammed up back in 69 or 70, whatever year that was. Which is where the park gets its name from. It is Rocky Gap Run. And if you're sort of on the other end of the lake doing some of the some of the other trails, of course the lake has a spillway, dam has a spillway, and you cross the run again. If you look at, take a look at my Evitts Creek home site trail video, I crossed that run going down through a little canyon. So that's the water source out here that filled the dam. So we're getting towards the back edge of the lake. I just made a management decision and decided to just complete the loop. So depending on what information you're looking at, it is either a 5 mile or a 5.5 mile loop. I think all trails calls it 5.5. And I think the local guides call it 5. So somewhere around 5.5 miles. Very quiet out here, very peaceful, and very enjoyable. Okay, looks like we found further evidence of the kill. Quite sure what it is, but awful lot of blood through here. As I mentioned earlier, there are two beaches here at Rocky Gap. This is the beach on the back end of the lake. And in a little while we'll go to the other beach, which is on the other side. Well, if there's ever a remote area where I'd be worried about a bear or coyotes or something, this would be it. So out here at the park, as you can see, they even have some small cabins you can rent. Even though this is a lakeside loop, this actually turns out to be, every time I come, one of my favorite parts of the trail, which is a little pine forest. And the lake is over on this side. It's just gorgeous through here. This is probably the biggest climb of the whole loop out here. It's really a pretty level loop. It is a true trail. It's not overly manicured or maintained, but there isn't a lot of elevation to it, so it's, other than 5 to 5.5 miles, I think you could consider this pretty moderate. And this is the other beach that I mentioned from the other side of the lake. This is the main beach. So you see the lodge in the background. Very nice resort. Okay, we're gonna head on back to the car and wrap this hike up for today. Again, we're at Rocky Gap State Park, Flintstone, Maryland, hiking the Lakeside Loop. It's about a 5.5 mile hike. Not a lot of folks out today, which is good. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Unfortunately, we didn't find the toboggan, so we'll have to wait to skin and eat one another day when we hunt the next toboggan. So, again, if you enjoyed the video, click that like button down below. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. Hit that little bell notification so you don't miss the next video. And hopefully we'll see you next time right here on Country Roads Adventures.